clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop, make the hobby pop. From vintage sets to modern themes, minifig dreams with studs and seams. Castle walls, spaceship beams. Listen close, hear the gear screams. Connecting fans, yo, that's the plan. Building bonds piece by piece, man. Every episode more than just sand. Confidence grand, bricks in hand.
What is up, builders, buildettes, all you
What's
mother lovers
happening?
out there?
What's
People
going on, guys?
What is going on? How's everybody doing on this wonderful Wednesday night?
Doing great, man. How about you?
I can't complain, I don't guess. I mean, I could complain. Do y'all want to hear it? Do y'all want to have we could do like a little I don't know, therapy session right now?
Oh, man, I thought we were doing educational things, not therapy.
Hey, it's not service related. Shut up. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good out there in the world? David C. Krause says, hey, at the Phillies game, sorry I'm going to miss you guys, but I will catch you on the replay. And One with the Stud says, probably won't be in the main live, but just wanted to pop in and say hi. Currently working on a video, and then it's bed. It's 1 a.m. But then he popped in again and said, haven't been around for a while. What's everyone building? I'm building a Chinese Lego set that they sent me. Well, Lego set that they sent me for free. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I will say it has some really unique pieces that Lego needs to make in it. Other than that, I'll withhold all my judgment until it's actually together.
Yeah, I'm working on the RB Racing Formula One tonight.
I got 2 F1 cars down here I need to build.
I got 3 more. I'm done.
Papa Trip is doing something extremely cool with his 3D printer for the F1 Lego cars.
Making a
The
display
track.
He's making a display where you could put all 10 of them at like the starting line. I told him I was going to have to buy one of those from him. I don't know. I said that, and then while I was down here earlier when I first came down before I sent you the link, I was like, yeah, that's going to look real good on that shelf that I don't have empty. What is up, Kennedy? True Squadron says, what is up, everyone? Cascadia Bricks says, howdy, y'all. They must be in the South. It's K Today says, hello, everyone. What's up, True Squadron? And One with the Stud says, what's the set of? It's the Yamato, the battleship. It's pretty big. I don't know how well the light hits. There we go.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Put a little water on it, it might grow. Yeah, and George is over there taking everybody's bricks and hiding them inside.
Yeah, if anybody has a plethora of 2x4 bricks and 2x6 to 2x16 plates, I will tell you where to ship them.
I seen that video or the picture you put up with the grocery bag. What in the world are you doing? Are you stacking the plates like to build the curve?
No, all those are going inside the skeleton of the ship. So I'm using 2x2 brackets with studs on the sides. So you got to have a plate on the bottom, then a brick. Oh, here.
Let me put you on the big screen. You can show everybody how to build structural engineering for the insides of ships that are 25 foot long.
So basically, you got your brackets. You can either do the up or down, but you got a plate on the bottom, then a brick, and then another plate, then another bracket, another plate, another brick, another plate.
And that's all for support and then connecting the side panels?
Yep.
Man.
So I don't know. Gee, that's without making everybody dizzy.
I didn't remember I drank before the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. So that's just one of 5 sections I got to reinforce from the last show.
I will say I will be posting a video tomorrow. I'm going to film it after tonight. Just a short, not a full size one yet. But Baston, I think I'm going to have the whole build done in an eighth, and I've got 1/8 of it done right now completely. The only thing that will need to be added is the minifigures, and I'm not going to do that till the last episode. I will probably go in and take the other 4 videos I've got on the Baston mock section off and put this one as the first and just have the other ones hit in the video. If you need it, you can go find it type thing, because this is 100% better looking in every aspect. Lego Sith Empire says, "Hey guys, has I don't know. I know Gene hasn't. I don't know about you. Did anyone buy tickets to go see the Revenge of the Sith in theaters?"
No.
Oh,
I
I
bought
totally
mine.
forgot.
I bought mine today.
I'm more excited that Monty Python and the Holy Grail is coming back in theaters for a couple days.
You're
Oh,
more
yeah.
excited than Revenge of the Sith?
Yes.
Showing your age.
I saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters the first time,
So
but
did
I did not get to see Monty Python and the Holy Grail in theaters the first time.
I wanted to make a meme of the video. You've seen Step Brothers, right? I'm sure everyone's seen Step Brothers.
Love Step Brothers.
Where it's like, you know what the best thing about night vision goggles are? We have them when we're adults, and I want to do that with the tickets to the show. I'm
I
hoping
will
to
not see either one of them in theaters, probably. So,
well, last movie I went and seen in theaters wasn't very good. We went and seen Snow White. That was a letdown.
the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it like I didn't watch very much about it before coming out. I was just wanting to ride the hype, or not ride the hype, but like miss it. Don't, because you watch a lot of things about movies and stuff like that comes out, and then you watch them and you always feel like you get the different reaction from everybody else. So I tend to stay away from that stuff, and I guess on this movie I should have done it. DRC says, "Howdy, gentlemen." And One with the Stud said, "Not sure I can over here." Yeah, I don't. It's only in certain theaters down here on the other side of the world. He's in Australia.
Oh, you think they'd play it down there? That's where Darth Maul's actor's from, isn't it?
Well, Revenge of the Sith's not Darth Maul.
Oh,
Oh, man.
got me. Wasn't thinking. I'm just thinking Star Wars. I've been watching Rebels, so I'm all over the place right now.
Oh, what are we going to do with you?
Thinking about Monty Python.
Oh, he said he's in the UK, so I lied.
Oh,
We're both wrong. He says, "I heard a lot of bad reviews of Snow White. Kind of want to watch it to see how it is. Watched the Minecraft movie yesterday, however, and I think one character didn't do much." Minecraft got like a lot of huge success down here. Minecraft blew up.
Did it?
Yeah. It was like a box office hit. If you watched all the reels on Instagram, you'd probably know that.
That would require me to watch all the reels on Instagram.
Gene, I'm with you. I didn't know anything about a Minecraft movie.
Man, I'm going to have to start sending y'all everything.
Not mine.
No, I knew it was coming out. I hadn't taken time to read about it.
Not my generation.
It's not my generation. I didn't play the game at all. That's a little younger than me.
I know my youngest cousin was really into it. I don't know if he is now.
This Flego set is pulling a move out of Lego's book. Instead of using a 1x4, we're just going to give you 2 1x2s.
Ah, awesome.
Got to get up that piece count somehow.
Man, digging back through this bag of bulk plates I found, I'm gonna retire early. This is just 2 of, I think, 40 old dark gray plates I found. So
Wow.
I don't know what a 2x6 dark gray plate's going for right now, but I'm saving them.
One with the stud said that they had 44 ticket sales at the cinema that he volunteers at, and everyone loved it. Is like 44 tickets? You mean like 44 people bought a ticket to see the movie? Because that's like one showing at one theater down here.
Yeah, that's doesn't even fill an auditorium here.
Yeah,
Unless you're in the fancy reclining seat section.
that's all we have.
Yeah, I think most of ours, that's all we got anymore.
You can go to the movie theater, watch a movie, and buy a Jack and Coke for $25.
Ours will bring food to you if you are so inclined to be served while you're watching a movie. Weird.
It's like door dashing.
I won't knock the recliners though. I'm really impressed. I haven't fallen asleep during a movie yet.
I was about to say I'll knock the recliners because they just make you want to fall asleep.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
But they feel so uncomfortable to like sit up in. Like you have to lean back in them.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, the one showing where I'm at is a local one. So most of the theaters around my area, at least, are in like heavily populated areas." But me and George were talking about what tonight's theme should be, and we started talking about old school Lego sets. George said that his was the city police type stuff. Gene, of course, went the old school Technic. Gene, what's your number one? The thumbnail I just stole random pictures off of. But what's your like OG set that you wish you could have, thought you should get, didn't get?
I can do better and go in the other room and get it.
Awesome. So he's got it.
Yeah. So the reason I like it, I was into Lego a little bit when I was a kid.
Do what?
I was into Lego a little bit when I was a kid. Of course, that was before your parents were born, probably. But when my youngest brother was growing up, he started getting into Lego, and he got a Technic, one of the original Technic construction sets. It was if I remember correctly, it was a forklift. So we went shopping one day, and I bought one. And hold that thought, because I'll bring it in here.
Is it the same one you had when you were a kid? Oh, he's already left.
Oh, my computer's too far away.
These stickers that they give you in this set are raised.
Kind of.
So there you go.
Oh, man, that's a...
Now, is that the original one you had when you were a kid?
Yeah.
You're a hoarder.
Dad found it in his attic.
You're a hoarder.
And so when I built the big red crane, the more modern Technic, the first year or two I had it displayed, I had a saddle made for this, and this was hanging from the boom of the crane.
Is that
so
that's your like one OG set that you? I mean, I guess you didn't really have to go get. You pretty much had it.
Yeah, it's my favorite because it's the one that really got me started back into Lego.
What about you, George?
Man, I think about this set all the time, and it's nothing huge, but it was a trans air carrier set from 1990. It was just a little 4-engine plane, had a forklift, a couple postal service boxes, and the last time I remember seeing it, my dad's buddy owned a small engine repair shop, and I was playing with it there. And I don't remember if I set it down somewhere and then went outside to play and then never picked it back up. But I've had it on my wanted list on Bricklink for, I don't know, probably 8 years now. And I get emails all the time saying it's available. And I haven't pulled the trigger. And it's only like, I don't know, I got the price guide pulled up right now. Oh, never mind. Used is like $35. New $855. So never mind. I don't want it that bad. Dang.
That's not that bad.
No, but it's 185 parts. So
yeah. Welcome to old school Lego.
Which set number?
6375.
Wouldn't it just be easy, something like that, to piece together?
It probably would be. And I bet I probably have a lot of these parts in my old collection from being a kid.
So
We
there's
were,
two 6375s. There's a gas station and a Transair carrier.
Transair carrier is the one I was looking at.
Gene's going to be like, we have 7 of them in the store.
That's what I'm afraid he's going to tell me.
Well, I'm going through it. The only difficult thing so far.
We got EMS Bricks in the house, says, hey to all my Brickin people. The Shane wants to know if we could show him our kitchen appliances. And one with the stud said, didn't really get old school sets. However, I love the adverts of the original city sets to the point I had to remake one with a newer set. Papa Trip says, evening boys and Bearded Bricks friends. Hope everyone is well and enjoying Lego this week. I'm building the Ninjago City workshop this evening. Cascadia said that their favorite theme is their adventures. Always wish to have that big pyramid set in the desert. Yes, that is one. It's K today said that he likes the Galaxy Squad sets and figs. He doesn't have any at the moment, but see myself purchasing some in the future. Gene, do you have all the pieces to get George going?
Oh man, the black printed slope we sold out of. We did have them.
Ah,
I do not have that. I do not have the black forklift piece.
Just remember, Gene, whatever you say on live, his wife has the ability to hear. If you type it in the private chat, it goes undisclosed.
I think I still have the forklift piece from a different set.
Wow, I don't have either one of those minifigs. And I don't have the printed tailpiece.
Wasn't meant to be.
No, but I'll put it on my watch list.
I'll just keep getting emails on it. My problem is I had a lot of friends growing up who had all the really big, cool sets. For time remembering if it was actually them that had the set or if it was me that had the set. So it's like, oh, I'd like to get that, but I don't remember if I actually had it or they had it. So
is that like your white whale set?
Really? Yeah, it's small, simple. There's another one. I got it for Christmas one year, and we also got a new puppy that year for Christmas, and the puppy ate all the Christmas presents. But where is it? It was kind of like an early, like we called them basic building set. Number 715. It had like a pickup truck, a trailer, a Formula One car. And then you could make a helicopter and a dump truck. But it was kind of like the Creator 3-in-1 from 1990 also. Man, that seems like it was a long time ago now.
It was.
So, George, look up set 8848.
8848?
Yeah.
God, do this without knocking my camera over again.
Renee's wanting to know the set number 2. You're going to end up with this thing before this is over.
Oh, power truck. Yep.
That's the one. That's the one I had. 1981.
Man, I wish I could remember. I bet if I looked, I could find it. My uncle had a Technic set. It was a International Harvester tractor with like a plow and a disc attachment. And that was the first time I'd ever seen a Technic set, and it was pretty cool.
That's like, it's really crazy to know that you've been in the, like, I'm gonna call it the industry as long as you have, and you don't have like that white whale set. My first like mission was to go, it's not even like a white whale set as I played with it as a kid. When I first got back into Lego, there was some stuff that I like really, really wanted. And I done some digging, and one of them happened to be the Ghostbusters firehouse. See if this thing will focus.
See, I wanted that when I first saw it.
Well, after 2 years of Richard trying to steal it from me, he finally got it.
I didn't try to steal it for 2 years. If I wanted to steal it, I would have tried harder. You let me in the house with the doors left open and me left alone. I could have taken it.
My wife just texted me and said they didn't have Lego growing up. They had Lincoln Logs.
Lincoln Logs, Tinker Toys.
Lincoln Logs, Tinker Toys, Erector sets. Those were
Yep.
all my favorite too. Lego was like I had to be really good, which I was never good as a child. And I had to ask Grandma and Grandpa if they would buy me the really cool Lego stuff, and even they would hardly buy it for me.
Nah, Grandpa and Grandpa was my out. If Mom said no, I knew somebody was going to tell me yes.
But that tractor set, Gene, that my uncle had was set 851, and I think he still has it to this day. It's from 1977. I think he had it. Well, yeah.
Oh, I've seen that one.
He would have been early teens in 77, I think.
So
General
cool.
Tron Brick says his 2 favorite is the Castle in Space. I'm like the one person. I put that poll up on, or not the poll, but the question on Instagram. There was a lot of people that said Space. I am not that big a fan of old school Space, and I think I might be like the only one.
You're not alone. I never had
George,
old Space. Yeah,
scrolling through this, I could come pretty damn close to having every piece of that tractor set.
Yeah, say it's all pretty basic Technic stuff. I've even thought about going back and doing like an updated version of it. But
yeah, the weird thing to find, there's the 4L universal joint, which is the longer version. There's 3 L's everywhere, but I think we've got like half a dozen of those. And then there's a crown gear that we should still have. And then there's a weird axle and pin connector that everybody that has it cracked, and we've got several good ones. Everything else is standard stuff.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, wait, that back tire might not be standard.
I don't know.
Oh, it is. You got 2 of them.
I like putting Lego sets together, but they take up space. And I really don't like following instructions. I'd rather just build something of my own.
It is kind of weird to hear the bulldozer guy say he wants to buy the bulldozer set.
What? Which bulldozer?
You just said that you wanted the bulldozer set.
It's a tractor.
Well, the same thing.
No. It's got 2 big rubber tires on the back and 2 small ones on the front.
I built this
Subaru,
right.
Honda, it's the same thing.
I built this right and thought I built it wrong. So I rebuilt it to realize that it was right to begin with.
See, that's why I don't like following instructions.
General Tron said if he had to choose one, that's tough, but Castle takes the lead in a small margin. I'm going to let you know, OG Castle was definitely really, really cool. The only thing is that the thing that I don't like about the thing that I do not like about old school Lego sets that I absolutely loved about Castle is, man, Castle was like the OG battle pack.
Yeah, and some of the smaller pirate sets were kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Get like a little raft, a monkey, and then like 3 guys.
Yeah.
And see, I really like the pirates, but I never got anything bigger than like a $15 set growing up. And I really wanted not Barracuda Bay. That was the newer one. Crap. I'd have to look it up. Can't even think of the name of it. It's one of the big ships from the original Pirates.
This has a crap ton of pieces left over. I liked Pirates a lot. I liked Castle a lot. Truth be told, there is a city set that I do not know the number, and I have thought about it for quite a bit of time. And I don't know if she's watching tonight. If she is, I'm going to end up ruining it for her. But the thing was when I was little, my mom bought it for me. She stayed up all night one night building it, and it literally took her all night. And I woke up, she gave it to me, and within minutes, I had pretty much destroyed it.
Of course.
I want to buy it for her now that I like do what I do, and have her rebuild it. I'm gonna do that real quick while we're on. I'm gonna go to Bricklink and I'm gonna see if I can't find it. I just remember it was a police station, which means if it was from the early 90s and it's a police station, it has to be under city, correct?
Should be. From the early 90s, it might
City
be.
or
Yeah.
town.
City or town. Yeah. Well, I can't find the pirate ship I was thinking of.
Barracuda Bay was the original one.
Is that the Barracuda Bay was the original? What was the one they just came back out with a couple years ago?
Barracuda Bay. It's the remake of it.
Oh, it was just okay. Well, then yeah,
that's called Barracuda Bay. If you're talking about the actual pirate ship, I think it's called something different. Unless you're talking about El Dorado Fortress, but that wasn't a ship.
No, not El Dorado Fortress.
Cascadia Brix says Western is my other favorite OG theme. Fort Lego Redo was my white whale set, and I finally got it a couple years ago. Tripp said Ghostbusters Firehouse headquarters was a much wanted set for me. Also paid too much for it, sealed, and built it last year. I printed a big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to go with it too. And Tron Brick says, yeah, I do have to agree. Bulldozers have tracks, tractors don't. Well, whatever.
Big difference.
Whatever.
We're gonna get you educated on heavy equipment one of these days.
You should have been here the first time I had Sam on, and we did. I told him that tanks were better than boats.
I bet that went over well. I think I might have watched that episode months later.
There's 886 city sets.
Oh, you could go down a rabbit hole tonight, buddy.
So I'm going to year released. So yeah, the first city set that's considered city was in 2004.
Ah.
So that means everything I'm looking for is going to be
Town.
a classic town. Right?
Probably.
Because it started in 85, which means if I swap it year released and go down.
Oh, there's more than one page on pirates. I'm like, I don't find this ship anywhere. There's the second page.
So it stopped in 2005. Let's go back. Here's 97, 98.
Skull Eye Schooner is the one I'm thinking of from 93.
What sails is that?
The black and white zebra referee stripes with the skull and crossbones. 6286.
Here it is, Metro PD Station 6598. Let's see. There's not a single one of these for sale in America.
This is why I don't get my the sets I wanted as a kid. They're stupid expensive now.
There's one sealed new and one in Hong Kong for $800 and one in Netherlands for $750. How is there not a single one of these that exists?
Oh gosh, it's got the base plate that's got the road on it.
What, the metro station?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know somebody's got two. I know somebody's got two of those base plates.
I'm trying to think. That has to be the set. It has to. But it's weird that there's not a single person with that that has it in a store.
What year is it from?
94.
Man, I would think somebody would at least have.
Oh, no. I was looking at the wrong one. This is it. It's from 93. It's called the Central Precinct Headquarters.
Which one? What number?
6398. I can buy it brand new for $340. Use nice instructions, all parts in very nice condition, sticker present, some are a little crooked and peeling a little, no box or extra parts, complete with figures and instructions. I can buy the whole thing for $88 used, or brand new for $340.
That's the one your mom bought you?
Yeah. Ron Brick says, but old themes I do have a list on old themes. 1 castle, 2 space, 3 pirate, 4 western, 5 adventure. I would say mine would be pirate, adventure, castle, western, and then space. That's how I would go about that. I'm about to mute myself so I can open this bag.
Just let her rip. I just remember having a lot of smaller sets growing up, like the McDonald's Happy Meal sets and poly bags and whatever I could get for $10 or less. I don't really remember having any monster sets till, gosh, I was 17, 18 and out of the house, had a job. And
the Shell station sets.
Never had those.
You never had the little like $5, $10 cars you get with the cell.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking like the Shell gas station.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of the Shell, like
I'm about to
Formula One race cars and the gas tankers and stuff like that. Yeah, when I moved out, got a job, and had my own money to spend, I went crazy on mainly Star Wars Lego in the early 2000s. But I was only getting stuff at Walmart, and then I remember getting a Lego catalog in the mail one day, and that spiraled downhill once I knew I could send in a
now that
order
one
form
video
in the mail.
The video that everybody makes where it's like oh god, what is it? The now that I have adult money, that has to be one of the truest things I think I've ever seen. I don't know that I don't really remember sets. Like it sounds so cliche and like, I guess bullshit for us to say this, but like I had old sets, yes, but I had a tub full of all my Lego, and my thing was to sit and build something out of it. I loved building it with the instructions, but I loved like I want to talk about this a little later anyway and get deeper into this. So I got some things I want to like bring out to the table. But I remember back, like, you could buy a Lego set, like all the adventure sets, and they had play features. Like they would have trap doors that the Johnny Thunder would fall in. They all, the UFO from the old space theme that I like so much, it had lights and sound. There was so much that Lego did back then that they just have really fell off the board with now. And you used to buy a set that would be like $80. It would be the biggest set at the time, and every piece in it would be like 10 by 8 castle walls, and it would only be like 100 pieces.
I remember back of the box would show like alternative builds you could make out of that set.
Yeah, some of them did. You
Didn't
know
get
what?
instructions.
So
You had to figure it out on your own.
talking about old school themes here, what is everybody's favorite packaging? Because I loved when you could buy a box and flip the front of it up and see all the parts inside.
That's how this Technic was.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of Technic sets were that way too. That Skull's Eye Schooner. I've seen one at a Lego convention, and it was sealed brand new pretty much. And just being able to open that lid and look inside, out of something nostalgic about it.
You should have took it off the shelf, pulled your knife out, and just opened the case.
Not for the price they were asking.
It's yours now, buddy.
Yeah. There's only one new listed. Where's it at?
Put this piece on wrong.
It doesn't say seller location, but $2,697.03.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't want it that bad. Used is like $469 average, and there's only 13 of them. That is the one thing I'll give Lego Studio or Studio Bricklink, whatever the hell you want to call it. You could build a lot of those old sets digitally.
Yeah.
Cool to look at. I guess you could order the parts and try to recreate it yourself.
Well, older sets like that are going to be, everything's kind of based off of price. You're going to pay a lot when it comes to stuff like that if it's not open.
Yeah.
But you can generally build it for pretty cheap. I've been doing this thing for years, which I'm not really sure why. But if I ever go to like a Bricks and minifig store, or if I ever go to a store that sells some like older stuff, the flying saucers and any of the mummy stuff that has hieroglyphics on the walls, I buy it all. Hey, Haley, are you still watching?
She just said hi.
Yeah, I'm going to ask her and see what she thinks. I bet you she'll say to do it.
What are we doing?
Buying that set and getting... what do you think, Haley, about buying my mom that Lego set that she bought me when I was young, giving it to her as a present and making her build it?
Yeah, you lost me at the making her build it.
Why?
It went from a nostalgic gift to a torture.
Well, I could really torture her, and when she gets done with it, destroy it again.
I don't know. I got my mom hooked on some Lego sets a couple years back, but I had to buy them for her.
Haley said she thinks I would need to help her. I didn't help her however long ago that was, 30 years ago. Damn, that was 30 years ago. Holy shit.
Man, what kind of... I would be upset if somebody bought me a Lego set and then put it together and then gave it to me. But I see how it could be considered nice. But that kind of takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Richard, that set right there is 43
years old.
Yeah.
What are those tires for now?
Oh, we've got several of them.
They can't be cheap.
You have to realize I'm not 43 years old yet.
I know.
Tron Brick says my mom hates Lego. Curses the day that she got me my first set. She will never understand. I should get my mom like I should buy her the city set and a Brick Mania tank and be like, here, put it together.
Ooh. Let her put that thing you bought recently together.
The Panther?
No, the Osprey.
Oh,
She'll hate you. That's a challenging build.
I bet she wouldn't try to touch anything like that.
I still have my going back to a different subject. I still have my Big Tota Lego from when I was a kid.
I do not. My
Army Man and Lord knows what else too.
sadly enough, I had all my older stuff like that in a storage unit, and my mom called me one day. I was already moved out, and she asked me. She told me that she was getting all the stuff out of it, moving it all. Asked me if I wanted anything out of it, and I said no. None of that's going to be important to me. I got everything I want. You can just let them keep it. And she ended up telling the people at the storage unit that everything left in there, they could, like the toys and stuff, they could just do whatever with. Now that I do what I do and know what I know, I wouldn't have to be buying all these damn sets again.
I remember it's probably been 12 years ago. I had to help my dad do some stuff on the furnace at the house, and in the living room was a big cold air return right there in the floor. we used to drop Lego down that thing all the time growing up.
Just to hear it plink off of everything.
Yep, just to hear it plink off of everything. Man, we must have pulled, I don't know, a good pound and a half of Lego plates, bricks, studs out of that thing.
I need the pieces and I can't find them. Gene, I didn't show you this. I showed it to George earlier. On a slightly different subject. Do you want to hear some or see some funny shit?
Sure.
So you know that I've been switching all my scale of my vehicles over, right?
Yep.
So I haven't taken anything apart yet. I've just been buying new pieces, and then I'm going to take them apart once I get the new ones built, and then use those pieces for like another vehicle. My Lego order came in today. This is 3,000 pieces
Holy
of
crap.
random different bricks and plates and tank tracks and tiles, and they're all thrown in these two bags.
I hate Lego.
From Lego?
Yeah, the last Lego order I had like that was mine and Haley's order. I sat down here for an hour sorting out the bags that they have, and they weren't that bad. And you know how I order. I order everything in like even amounts. Like if I need 8 of them, I order 10. If I need 12, I order 20. So it's going to suck to go through all that. What's Tori doing tomorrow? Is she bored? Do what?
You off Friday?
Am I off ready?
Oh, are you off Friday?
Oh, no. No. I don't get off. What are you talking about? We work every day of the week. I wish I was. We do have Haley another mosaic.
What are you doing?
Tigger.
Ah, sweet.
She's got poo done. Now it's time to move on to Tigger.
I got a couple, maybe just one mosaic for the mock showcase tonight.
I didn't bring any mosaics. But I will say, I was excited about trumping you that one time. And ever since then, my goal is going to be that every time George comes on, I'm going to find something that he has shown me and try to up him one. And I think I have done it once again.
I don't know.
I think. I'm going to be surprised, actually, if you tell me you haven't seen this or that you don't bring it yourself. I don't think we follow a lot of the same people.
Probably not. I have to go searching for stuff. So
All right, good.
and I don't think I have anything off of Instagram tonight. I think it's still pictures I took at Brick Days.
All right, good.
And Sam sent me some stuff, but that's Sam's stuff. So
All my stuff. I only have 2 mocks tonight. All the other stuff I brought is they're technically mocks, but there's something else, and I'll tell y'all why I did it for a reason, or the reason I did it for. I wanted to stick with tonight's theme, so. George, I don't know what your problem is with boats, man. I'm almost done with this thing.
Yeah. What scale is that?
I don't know. It'd be a lot easier if I quit putting pieces in the wrong spots. The instruction booklet is a little hard to read.
I was going to pick up the bow of the Brickin and bring it over here, but I can already feel it falling apart, so never mind.
Are you trying to say that yours isn't built the same quality as this Chinese masterpiece?
No, it's just like 5,000 pieces bigger than that one. just the bow.
Man, that's what the problem is.
Not made out of Chinesium.
Yeah, it's not Chinese.
The problem with y'all guys. It's everything has to be bigger.
Museum quality?
I don't know. Is it?
Could be when I'm done, maybe.
This ship isn't museum quality unless you are SpongeBob.
I was gonna say it's swimming with the fishes. Last I knew.
Next thing you know, they'll take a manned vehicle down there to try to look at it.
Boop. Or actually, I guess it would be.
What's that sound? It's the sound of air escaping out of the vehicle.
And water rushing in.
Yeah. One of my favorite things was when that all happened, somebody had a meme of some people inside of that thing playing the violin and the horns as it was like going down.
I love all the Lego mocks I saw of it.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that was awesome.
Some friends of mine did one for a vignette on I don't remember. Yeah, it wasn't a minifigure habitat. It was a little bit bigger, but it was pretty comical. Sad, but comical.
I love the internet.
It has ruined my sense of humor.
It'll definitely desensitize you really quick.
No, wait a minute. George said he's going to go see Monty Python and the Holy Grail at the theater. He's already had his sense of humor warped.
Yeah. Well, between them, Cheech and Chong, Leslie Nielsen.
I watched Up in Smoke and Next Movie down here in the basement this weekend while I was building.
Great movies.
I love Cheech and Chong.
Born in East LA. Great movie.
George is trying to climb in his boat is like it's K-Day said. Papa Tripp said, Rob C, I'll be looking forward to seeing it and you there. Claxton said that he's doing good, trying to finish his castle mock before Chicago. And Tron Brick says, my favorite dark meme was someone gurgling the song My Heart Will Go On.
That's
only funny because it didn't happen to us.
So on that note, tied to Lego, Richard was at one of the lug things a couple months ago, and they were one of the Bricks and minifigs, and they had the Titanic put together on the shelf, and he called to see if we wanted it, and I looked up the part out value, and it was like, heck yeah, we want it, because I mean that's a good profitable set. And when he gave it to me, they had included the custom minifigs of Rose and what's his name on a door.
Jack.
Yeah, Jack and Rose on a door, which I thought was the only thing missing from the Titanic set.
That was Citizen Brick did those minifigures, wasn't it?
No, these were Lego torsos and heads, and they
Oh,
weren't Citizen Brick. I thought that at first, and I was like, why did someone like trade in the Citizen Brick? But it wasn't it.
got you.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. That was just odd to see in like a Bricks and minifigs, but
to me, that was better than getting the Titanic set again.
so I should have just gave y'all the figure and kept the Titanic.
Well, our bank account appreciates you getting the Titanic.
Gene, did you bring any pieces for us this week?
Yeah, we did some part outs and ran across some stuff that was really kind of interesting. And again, it's not odd parts, it's odd prices. So let me get that set up right quick.
Oh man, I didn't realize what time it was already.
Time flies when you're
That piece is hell expensive.
it's very expensive.
So we're going to go to this screen here. So the part out we did had some of these in. I actually had a lot of these in it. And we thought, well, that's a fairly common part when you look at it in like light bluish gray for 34 cents. But when we went to put the red ones in, we're like, holy crap, $2.97 a piece.
Is that the 2x4 curved?
Yeah.
Yo,
And,
check out black.
and to make it better, we had 36 of them.
So I just want to stop real quick and say something. These stickers are not stickers. They're press on decals.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, you know how you put them on like stickers and then peel the top layer off?
Yeah.
Lego definitely needs to step their game up. I think that I like this a lot better. I was wondering why these things are so long.
The second thing, we're all used to the 1x1 rounds with the open stud. What?
Did you not hear me say this?
What?
That piece right there is the reason why I went with Lego. It is $2 on Bricklink for an average. On Lego, it's 3 cents.
Well, there's a black one, 5 cents. But you go to the tan one, and it's like you said, it's redonkulous.
That's why I went with Lego.
They're only 26 cents now.
The 1x1 with the clips that are sideways are the same way. They're like $1 and some change in people's store, and they're 5 cents on Lego. Shop smart. Shop S smart.
So next one, the new little bladed claw.
Yeah.
You go to green, they're 14 cents. You go to dark green, they're 44, 3 times as much. Oh, this was a fun one.
I don't even know
Go
what
to the
the
light,
44 is.
go to the life ring, and white is 15 cents.
The
Okay?
what?
The life ring, the
Oh.
toilet seat.
Yeah.
Go to red, $1.32.
Good.
Go to
grief.
green, $2.39. That green one's $2.39 a piece.
A lot of people use those for grass pieces.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of white ones I actually use for life rings.
So we stumbled on a couple of the chrome silver ones of these. The double hilt,
Yeah.
chrome silver, $4.42 a piece. And then everybody has a gazillion of this glass, 6 cents a piece. Okay. Or you can get the solid colors. White is 6 cents a piece. Or you go up here and pick out the dark blue, $1.47. Which, by the way, I think we sold all the ones we put in inventory already. the toothpiece. In blue, 6 cents. In lime, 24 cents. In tan, there's a gazillion of them, 6 cents. But what happens if you go to dark bluish gray? $3.70 a piece. For that little sucker right there, 1 by 1.
What set is that in for dark gray?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Came in 6 cents. 2005 Advent. The Aeropod in 06. Ninth Attack Barge 05. It hadn't been made since 06.
I don't have any of those.
2 Vikings. And we have a few. And then 1 by 2 plate. These things are 1 or 2 cents a piece, sometimes 4 cents. Brown, it's 80 cents. That's the old brown, the old brittle brown.
Yeah.
But the really cool one, we parted out several sets this weekend that were chock full of pearl gold stuff. Well, 1 by 2 and pearl gold's 39 cents a piece. And
That
we
pearl
are your
gold stuff I haven't found a use for yet while mock building.
Somebody has.
Yeah.
Because we are your one-stop shop for those, because we now have 240 of them.
I would have bought them if you had 250, but you don't have enough for me.
I can get 10 more.
Round up.
Anyway, it was just kind of fun seeing those pieces.
A lot of the stuff that you find, I don't know, like, I always wonder when you show something how I would use it in a mock. Like, how could I justify spending that price?
The dark green, the dark green claw is used a lot for weeds and grass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even with the other pieces that I was calling you about this week, I mean, I need a lot of those strings, and those strings are even ridiculously priced.
Oh, the one with the studs on the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gene showed me a thing where it's like a string about the size of not like Lego, but it's non-Lego, and you can buy it. Like I bought it in 100 yards.
Yeah.
And it works for how I have it, but the problem is it just doesn't quite look that right. And I found out that there's a couple of guys who use the other strings because it's a little thinner and it has an actual connecting point on it, where mine is like shoved in between the slots on a pin.
Do you need the string with the studs that's like 21 long with the minifigure grips, or just the strings with the studs on the end that are like 6 long or something?
Well, the ones with it's the normal string that's like got studs on the end, but there's like 20 different sizes.
Say I've got
He's
some of these
using,
ones.
he's using the 10s, the 30s, and the 40s. The 20s are ridiculous.
Yeah.
The 40s aren't too bad. The 20 is like 4 times the cost of a 40.
And the
So
21.
do you know the Brick Mania sets pretty well?
Never heard of them.
You know the Tiger, the Tiger 2?
Yeah.
You know the string that's on the side of it that attaches and come all the way back around?
Isn't that plastic zip line?
No. It's a string.
Hard tackle string.
Yeah.
I guess I don't recall that one.
Look up string 21 length.
Man, my computer's like 4 feet in front of me.
That's what I need.
The Axe 176.
I mean, I'm going to use them all.
Oh, I do not like how Bricklin's set up now. String 21 length?
Yeah.
I think it's a 20 length.
No, Just type in string. It's a bunch of them on there.
I keep
It's
counting off.
127. Yeah, it jumps from 10 to 20 to 30.
Yeah, 20 long.
The 20 long is one that's ridiculous.
2008.
Yeah, look at the new price on the 20 long. $9.84 a piece. $7.94 for used.
And I'm about to buy a crap ton of them to use for power lines. All because I hate my wallet. But
Man, I'd be figuring out a different way to use that aftermarket string for that price.
it's going to cost me, I think, $90.
Yeah, I was trying to build power poles in studio for him yesterday at work.
I got no room to talk. I paid $298 for those 10 by 10 square nets and then cut them up. So you do you, man.
Well, I mean, I was about to say, I mean, it's all about how you use it. I mean, if you can always, you got to think of it as it's stupid to say this. It is so stupid to say this. But as an investment, if you're a mock builder, you always have the chance to use them again.
Yeah. That is one good way to look at it.
I mean, I'm not saying it's smart and that I make smart decisions.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Yeah, don't go there.
Although you did marry Haley, so that is one smart decision.
Look at you being nice.
Good save.
Look at you being nice. Well, George, you wanna show some mocks?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so that's what you're up to now. You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this is leading to, boys.
We can ask Caden. I believe Caden might know. Caden normally knows where things head to when you start talking like that.
Poor Caden. I feel like we've ruined that man.
He's never coming on again. If he would have just Googled it, I wouldn't have had to bring it.
That's not right.
Nobody else knows the context of this story, so it just sounds probably even worse.
We're just going to leave it at that. Man, you think as many times I've been on here, I'd have this figured out by now.
It's okay. It's a computer. It takes a little bit.
Yeah. Well, mine keeps wanting to try to do a restart right in the middle of this show. So, haven't seen Lego History Sam in the chat tonight. He is in South Carolina doing the good Lord's work, showing off some Lego. So, he finally.
I told him he needs to come by here and see us, or see me at least.
Man, he ought to. He's not far from me.
No, he like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, so he's at Patriots Point on board. This is actually sitting on the Yorktown right next to the Laffy, but you can see the Laffy behind it, so I guess that's cool.
Yeah.
He finally got his Laffy done, so, and it made it in one piece.
He saran wrapped it good enough where it shouldn't, and it fell apart.
Yeah, I am. Next time I move, we're investing in some plastic wrap. So he actually, I don't know if you've talked to him much. He actually got to stay the night on the Laffy.
No, I've not talked to him that much.
So thought that was pretty cool.
The Laffy's at the same dock as the Yorktown, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I've stayed on the Yorktown twice.
I want to stay on a museum ship overnight. My wife doesn't want any part of it, so Might
Now,
be
the trick for me was working with scouts.
yeah. And I think that's the majority of the time. It's scouts, Girl Scouts, other youth organizations.
I mean, his ship looks amazing.
He man, all that smoke and flames.
He only rebuilt it
gosh.
37 times.
Yeah. I'm glad he finally got
That
it the
is
way he
cool.
liked it,
Yeah.
or the way he wanted it, and it quit falling apart on him. Yeah, if you look at the backside of this thing, or I should say the inside of it now, he's filled the back all with black tile. That looks like a birthday cake too.
It's definitely got the plethora of colors in there.
Yeah. This was another build by Earth Bricks on YouTube that I saw there at Brick Days. Nice little castle scene. What I really like is how he got the curvature here
I miss Castle.
along the water. Man, you should build another one.
One day.
The minifigure legs for the arrow slots. Always a cool technique.
That I never liked that as much as I did building them out of the slopes, though.
Yeah. I mean, they're both great. I
The
guess
1x2 cheese wedges just fit my castle better because I think those give like a round aspect to it, and I wanted the more rugged, like straight on.
Yeah, this almost looks like that the 4-way lug wrench like on the top of the church steeple last week.
Yeah.
So, but no, this was a pretty nice little. I don't know if I got another picture of it or not. Yeah, pretty simple trees and stuff. But I think I've got another one of his. I like the cobble work. I bought a bunch of these 2x2 rounds years ago thinking I'd do some kind of cobblestone path, and I have yet to do anything with them.
That's what
Other
my
than-
whole inside of my castle was made out of.
Yeah.
I was buying those pieces by the thousands.
Yeah, I bought 2 large cups off the pick a brick wall. I've maybe used 50. Oh, but I got them. Yeah, here's another little scene he did. So I thought quite a bit of vegetation, but I mean, underneath the leaf pieces, he's got some more.
Those ingot pieces look really, really good when used for castle.
Yeah, I think using them for the brick steps and roads is.
I know
a
that's
nice
a thing
touch.
now that like no matter what anybody does it, but I think that's like the perfect piece for it.
And I'm not quite certain. If
I
this
like
is-
the depth he's got in all the foliage here by layering it.
Yeah. I meant to ask him. I'm not real certain, but I'm assuming the 1x4 lightsaber bars are like
Raindrops.
falling. Yeah. That's
That's
what
what I
makes me think. So
Yeah, it looks like they're using the dish for a splash.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's splashing back up. I mean,
that's a cool effect and a cool idea.
it's a nice little vignette. So
I like that wall in the back with the 2x2s turned sideways to make a diamond.
yeah, that would make a good aqueduct if you just kept going with it.
Yeah.
This is an older one. This guy, this was quite a bit bigger the first time he showed it, and he's kind of downsized it. But I lost to a hobbit hole one year, so I hold a grudge with him. But he's a pretty cool guy.
It'll be all right. I lost to a mini scale castle.
Yeah, I lost to some Harry Potter books. So, not a lot of people like military builds. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, this
That looks so much better than the Lego set.
way better than the new Lego, even the older Lego set. This,
Yeah.
I wish I had pictures of the first year he showed it. It was amazing, and you can take the top off just like the set. Got full interior details on the inside. Way better than what Lego did. But this is also probably 8 times bigger than the actual Lego set. So
I'll say it's probably 8 times more expensive.
yes. This one just made me laugh. Some dwarves making some bread. So
That pizza's got to get made one way or another.
right. Instead of forging metal in here, feeding the troops.
Hey, they got to eat.
Yep. I even got the little logs under the wood stove there.
I love those log pieces, and people have been doing. I know you sent me one, but people keep building like the Star Destroyers and stuff out of those wood grain Lego prints.
I just tore a mock down tonight, which I never do. These might be Brick Mania wood printed tiles, but we did there's a bunch of them. We did had to do our favorite holiday movie scenes for a build one time, and wife wanted to do the leg lamp from A Christmas Story, so I built a wooden crate, and it was, I don't know, 10 by 15, 20 long, and it was all 1x4 printed wood tiles.
It's kind of like when you get a box from an order and it says Fragile on it.
Yep. This was pretty cool. It stinks he's got a metal pole holding it up, but I mean, this thing's tall.
That's like War of the Worlds.
Yep. And when I first took a picture of it, it didn't have the head on it yet, so I'm glad I went back and got more pictures. And I wish I would have got one. They do the lights at night, shut all the lights off, and then everybody's got their mocks lit up, whatever you call that.
I think everybody calls it something different.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. Carnival of Lights or something. I don't know. Festival of Lights. It looked pretty cool, all lit up. But this thing was gigantic. I wish I'd have got there's the guy that created it sitting down. I wish I'd have had him stand up. This is the mosaic I brought.
Ren and Stimpy.
Pinky in the brain, man. Come on.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm about to disown you as a friend. Sometimes I wonder if Pinky and the Brain are still trying to take over the world.
We know Pinky was never really into it.
No.
He also had no idea what was going on.
That is true. This was one of 2 buildings that was built by a gentleman in the club we used to be a part of.
Tron Brix says, "What we gonna do tomorrow, Brain?"
Exactly. Same thing we do every night, Pinky. I wish I remember the name of this sandwich shop. It's an actual building here in Kansas City. But I've always liked the 1x2 plates for brickwork on buildings, especially different colors.
I forgot you were in Kansas City.
Yeah, south side of Kansas City.
Did you ever go to Pigwitch?
Never been.
How did y'all like hanging up that flag after the Super Bowl, by the way?
I don't want to talk about it, Richard. Don't want to talk about it. Here's another one he did, a little Vietnamese cafe.
Those the Coke symbols on the other ones that are printed look really, really good.
Yeah, and he just printed those off on a inkjet printer, I think, or maybe laser, and on stickers and just put them on there. And I mean, this right here is a printed sticker that I don't know how he managed to match the brick color.
It could have been a transfer like this ship has.
Yeah, it could have been. I wish I'd have got a picture of the name of the sandwich shop right here. That sign looked pretty good too. But he's always done some pretty big buildings. And I guess that's all I got tonight.
Man, I'm about to. Are you ready for this?
You're about to make me look really stupid, aren't you?
No, not that bad. It was so funny though, because you know the alien build you posted was absolutely phenomenal, like the face hugger.
Yeah.
And then the alien fell in my lap. And then you sent me some other stuff in the past, and this kind of fell in my lap, and I was like, I thought about sending it to you, and I was like, yeah, but if I send it to him, you know, he may steal the glory.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
But let me
So while he's pulling that up, George, Tori and I do a bunch of we go to a bunch of diners, drive-ins, and dives places when we do our road trips.
Oh yeah, we've done a few of them. Talked about doing it more.
So Pigwitch is in the historic River District in
I've got
Kansas
to think
City.
about that.
Um,
The name doesn't sound familiar, but I've eaten a
20
lot of
East 20 East 5th Street.
I doubt I've been in that neck of the woods.
It's good. It's really good.
I'll have to add it to our list.
As somebody that's a barbecue snob, it's really good.
There's still quite a few barbecue places in town I haven't eaten at, but I've eaten at a lot of them. But man, there's so many choices for Kansas City.
Oh, I know. It's like being in North Carolina. There's a lot.
I was about to say
of choices.
we're literally from like the barbecue capital of the world.
Yeah, North Carolina, South Carolina. I've had a lot of good barbecue down there. Texas
We're 25
barbecue.
minutes from Lexington.
We got Richard.
So first, this is a little more info. I know that we were talking, I posted a couple weeks ago about that 3-in-1 creator set possibly having the Kraken faction in it. And from what I can tell so far, it does not. Apparently, this is like an updated list of some stuff it comes with. You are getting the horse knights. They are blue and white. There's a king, a peasant, a knight, an archer, and a spearman, which are pretty cool. We're getting the 4 different minifigures with the peasant. I don't know why they include the peasant with the knights, but it says there's several amazing recolors and desirable old pieces that are returning. There's 2 capes, one that are black and ones that are blue. At least 3 horse shields and 4 horse torsos. There's a Snake Knight, which is the yellow and black. It will be done on a Zelda shield, the mold that has the little thing at the top of it, like you see in the picture right there. At least 2 beautiful brick-built horses, which I'm against. You get 1 for each faction. And then the tutor is a better and more realistic tan instead of classic yellow. It fully resembles the castle on box art of 31161, which is the medieval dragon 3-in-1. So they did like I guess like a callback to a set that was just released. So that is pretty cool. Still not the Krakens that I wanted. Second, we got pictures of this. I know that everyone was talking about how they like this so much more. The Anakin has different eyepieces you can put it on. The Grievous is a little weirder looking for a brick head. It looks too like fake brick built for me to be a brick head. You got Windu, Emperor Palpatine, Grievous, Skywalker, and Padme. Padme to me doesn't really look like Padme. If you want my honest opinion, that looks like Rey Skywalker.
Yeah, I would think that's.
That's Rey.
Okay.
Once
Looks
again,
Pregnant Padme.
this doesn't do too much for me. We got pictures of the Kylo helmet. I probably will be getting this just to keep that streak going. I don't think it looks that bad though. I wish they would have done like some type of color. I know that he doesn't really have much.
He had some
been,
red, didn't he?
that's what I thought.
Or maybe that was when his helmet got destroyed. He put it back together, the red along the silver.
Tron Brix says that he's a little disappointed. It's the horse and not the griffin, at least. But I could use the horse for a Prince Valiant figure, I suppose. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what those come out to be. The 3-in-1 sets in the past, when they do a castle, have not been bad. So I really just am kind of waiting to see what they do with them. I hope they don't ruin anything, but you never know. It at the end of the day, it is Lego.
The brick-built horses just sound horrible.
Yeah, that's something I'm not sure why they're doing that. It makes no sense to me.
Well, the bad thing is they use the word beautiful in their description. So it's like, who are they trying to fool?
It'll be interesting to see final photos of it for sure.
Next up, the Jango Fett helmet. Once again, it's kind of like the Mandalorian, kind of like the Boba Fett, just recolored. Nothing too crazy. But we did get pictures of the UCS Jango Fett starship. I do think that this is more than likely just a recolor of before, but I don't have it. I will probably end up getting this. I don't have a Jango Fett starship. I also don't know what I would do with it. I don't know. I'm not going to build it. I really don't have anywhere to display it right now.
They're space hogs.
Yeah. It is cool, and I do like how it can be displayed standing up. It would be cool to see this and the Slave One beside each other. I'm glad it comes with a stand. I think that they should have been including those a long time ago in the UCS sets. And then these are the two minifigs that come with them, the Jango and Jango. Jango.
Tips and Bricks had a pretty good article on Instagram about the new one compared to the Slave one.
Is there very many differences?
The oval shaping is a little more finessed on the new one compared to the old one. Some of the techniques are improved. The cockpit piece, that trans clear, is a different piece than the old one.
It looks bigger.
It looks way bigger. I think on the original Slave one, you could rotate the seating inside. I don't think it does it on this one. And then this one comes with the really cool seismic charge that shoots out the back.
Oh, really?
A little brick built one. I don't remember.
Oh, right there.
One. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think Slave One had that.
I don't think it did.
Because it was never shown in any of the movies. So I don't know. I would like to get it just because I like bounty hunters and stuff, but I don't have the space. And the price, it's $100 more than the original one.
Yeah, but it's more pieces, ain't it?
Yeah, they say like 1,000 more pieces. So in Lego math, it is probably worth it. But
Papa True says
$10
day
a
one
piece.
buy for him. It's going right beside the UCS Slave One.
The Slave One was the first UCS set I ever bought.
I don't have that one.
Oh man, I went crazy on UCS sets for a while and then I quit. I think the last one I bought was the A-Wing.
I got a fireball.
I have the
There's two little shots of fireball.
I have them all up until the TIE Fighter.
I hear Tori talking about Fireball. Yeah, the
Gene
A-Wing.
didn't reply to that.
No, he muted.
Sorry. Yeah, I muted. Tori had to have an answer or something.
Oh, I heard Fireball. Perked my ears up.
I'm not a Fireball fan.
I don't like it anymore.
That's how everybody talks about it now. That anymore.
It was all the rage when it first came out, but ugh. I don't even like the smell of cinnamon anymore.
Well, I love cinnamon. Old Smoky cinnamon whiskey is way better than Fireball. Fireball tastes like cinnamon candy.
If you have to have flavored whiskey, then you shouldn't be drinking whiskey.
Not so good.
Just saying. They make vodka for those people.
You can put that in any kind of flavor.
Next up, this is what I wanted to one up George with.
Ooh.
So George a couple weeks ago sent me some stuff, and I immediately brought it to the show.
Are we going back to Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is like adventures,
That's awesome.
which makes me think of our theme tonight, which, like I said, it's all like full round because it has the Indiana Jones aspect, but they kept it with the old school theme. He used the hieroglyphic pieces. I love the fact that he threw in the car from the set and the tent. But I mean,
Well,
like
that's cool. You included the tent.
these up close photos, like I think that the way he did like the mummies, being the skeletons coming back, especially like you have like one with the pharaoh helmet. They use like the old school pirate cap, the ninja mask to look like it's been like mummy wrapped. I think all that is really, really cool. He told the story with it by showing you got the minifigs, looking at the map, finding where the treasure is. I like how he has all 4 maps. That's something that I do want to get. Coming at all the explorers in every angle.
What wasn't Pharaoh's Quest a Lego theme?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that could go for either Adventures or Pharaoh's Quest almost.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
But it's like I said, I really, really like it. This has got to be one of the cooler things I think I've found lately. I love Homeboy right here. They included George himself.
He looks like he ought to be panning for gold in the mountains.
I know. I was like, that's a prospect.
Not in the desert chasing mummies.
He should be prospecting gold.
Yeah. He lost a bet at the bar. Wound up on an adventure he wasn't ready for.
But I mean, I really, really like this. I enjoy it. I love the cylinders as the pillars. I think they look really, really good and clean.
I mean, that's the palm tree. I mean, that's a design that's been around since the beginning of Lego time. But I always like Lego palm trees like that.
Tron Brix says he has 2 or 3 of the maps, and this is several aspects from an adventure theme thrown in one. And Hoarder 66 says, "What up, peeps? What's going on, Will?" Next up, since I wanted to stick with that, what I've done was everybody that sent in a comment of a theme they like, I Googled a Lego, well, not Google, but I searched for a Lego Ideas version that somebody used. Of course, I have none of these creators' names since it was all done under like Lego Ideas. And this is one of them. This kind of reminds me of a little bit of like, they have the 4 maps laid out. They have all the hieroglyphic pieces. I'm not going to lie. The parrots kind of give me like a pirate theme. I understand what he did because of the hawks on the side of the hieroglyphics, but I wish he would have done them in the same color and in the same place. Once again, same palm tree design as always.
That looks pretty cool for no bigger than it is.
Yeah. Next up, can you guess what this is from?
I want to say Aliens. But
I typed in Aliens Conquest, and this is what came up. I love, like, he's got like the centipede, I guess, and then the new pieces from the Dreams, the Blob, Z Blob. I love the river flow of that like neon green.
I like that spaceship.
That spaceship. So this has to be built in studio.
Yeah,
I don't
that's a
think.
lot of chrome.
Yeah, I would say I don't think that all these pieces exist, and I don't know if this is like metallic silver. This was another one of his builds. Same thing. I like this one better. Once again, though, these are definitely built in like studio or some app. I don't think these are real builds. There's a lot of pieces in here that I find kind of fake.
That definitely looks studio-esque.
The trees look really cool with all the like drooping swords, though.
Yeah.
Next up, power miners. I thought this was kind of cool. This is what George does for a living.
Oh, that's really cool.
But I mean, this is huge.
That almost kind of reminds me of what was the set from the Lego movie with the Statue of Liberty tilted to the side?
Oh, the apocalypse.
Yeah. That kind of
Escape from Apocalypseburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of giving me that feeling, except like 4 times bigger. Is that like 9-volt monorail in that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, they used like a like it's a legit 9-volt piece. You can see the cord.
Yep. No, that's awesome. I've always wanted to do like a underground coal mine mock or gold mine or a sand and gravel operation. Never did it.
I always used to like back in the day when you could buy the rock miners, power miners and rock raider sets. They came with arrow pieces to show you where stuff like moved.
Yeah.
The alien sets that I like, the UFOs, I like how they come with the pieces that were like heat. It might look like it's foil, but if you applied heat to it, it would show a picture. And then another one, Old West theme. I brought a couple of these. They're all made by the same guy, and I think that these like legit have some potential of being like a set.
Dude, I think trains and Western would go great together as a theme again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have. Do what?
Didn't Bricklink come out with one in their Bricklink?
Yeah, I think I have a picture of it in here.
All
We
the
got it
Bricklink
before.
designers, whatever
Yeah.
they call it.
Yes, design.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bricklink Designer Program.
And then the Lone Ranger sets were great.
I've got all the minifigs from those sets, but I don't own any of the sets.
Yeah, I bought the figs. I didn't buy any of the sets.
I like the cactuses being brick built, but those are just like they are off the Mario theme. Another one got a blacksmith.
Ah, heck yeah.
I really like that. The roof being built sideways, like the lean-to with all the tiles on top. I'm going to be 100% and say that this probably has an illegal connection that Lego would never do.
Where?
The fact that this is just leaning on there.
Could have a hinge brick with a plate underneath there.
Possibly, but I think that's too clean.
Or plate modified with bar and then plate with clip.
Yeah. It's still a pretty nice build.
Yeah. I love the wagon wheels. When they put those on the Lego Pick-a-Brick wall, I think I bought a whole box or cup full of them. Those and the reddish brown ladders.
I just wanted blacksmith once or twice.
Do you have the Castle Blacksmith?
Which one?
The new one that came out, like the ideas that came out a couple years ago.
Yes. Jonna put it together, so I did not. It's sitting over here, but yeah, I bought it and she put it together.
Hoarder's talking about how he can he wants to move the track and turn it sideways so it can do like the Solo, the movie. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I've seen it, but which one are we talking about?
I guess the track with the train that rides on it sideways.
Oh, yeah, I know what scene
I
he's
think it's
talking
like
about.
the Spice Runners.
Yeah, the Spice Mines. I know what he's talking about now. Slow to compute.
Here's another one from the guy. I think this is really cool. I love the stagecoach.
I think that's the best part of the build.
Only thing is, this black bandana needs to go away, and they need to be red. I love the bank. I've been trying to do this for Battle of the Bulge, and it's not that easy.
I have never tried to do lettering like that, but I would love to for some builds.
And next up, we have one that was submitted to us from Brick Productions. This is another one of his military mocks. I'm not sure where this is from. I'm going to assume these are Germans with the way that right there is printed. That's like a 1936 German medic. It's got a little house front. I like how he did the windows being brick built instead of like the pieces that are just thrown in. And then the shutters. All the different angles he's used. This guy started sending mocks in when me and Drew first started showing. And he's gotten like progressively better and better.
So I like the
Yeah, he's definitely improved.
the sandbags, and then like you said, the angles, and got the tiered
Yeah.
going back down to the path. That's pretty nice. Gives it a little depth. Cool rock.
These guys are not having good days.
No, they're got a uneaten chocolate bar there.
That's it came out of the MRE.
I love the detail he's added with like the empty magazine laying on the ground. Although I will say, with a Panzerfaust and a grenade laying there, and they're being shot at, there's always potential for fun.
I'm dumb.
But that is what I brought. Another week of mocks that I have found. That Indiana, or not the Indiana Jones, sorry, the Adventures mock was like a pretty cool little find. It was so funny because we were talking about the theme, and I saw that pop up today. So I was like, I immediately saved the pictures, and I was like, yeah, I got to bring that.
So I think I talked about this on a show previously, but this was one of the first little mocks I built, gosh, back in 92, 92, 93. It was out of an old city police set. And this is probably the only thing that survived from my childhood other than a lot of loose brick. So,
is that like a tanker truck?
Yeah. I'm assuming it was supposed to be like a fuel tanker. So,
yeah.
But,
you mean you don't remember?
Hell no, I don't remember. That was 33 years ago, Richard.
Whoa.
Yeah, you were a wee lad.
33 years ago, I was 2.
But it's crazy to think how far I've come in building Lego mocks since 1992.
I mean, even when you build something and take it apart to build it again, like Bastogne, you always learn new techniques.
Oh, yeah.
I always tell people never be there's a group chat I'm in, and they were all picking on me today, including Haley. They were like, he's never satisfied with the build. You never need to get satisfied. Always want more. You never know. I might come back from next time I'm displaying this thing and say, well, I'm taking it all apart and starting again.
I can see you doing that.
It wouldn't be the first time. It would definitely not be the first time. Gene picked on me. I only rebuilt the castle like twice.
In the last week.
Yeah. Each year.
So, Richard, I'm going to show you one more thing on parts. Tori brought it up here to me.
This is in my order.
It's in an order she pulled tonight. How many of those steering wheels have you seen?
Oh,
Tons
crap.
of them, right? Yeah, everywhere. And if you bought one in black to use for whatever, maybe the wheel on a dam or something like that, you pay a whopping 15 cents for it. Tonight, somebody ordered one in yellow.
They come in yellow?
Yeah.
What is that from?
I had one.
For $4.35. But on low turnover parts like this, when we put them in inventory, we don't go back and reprice them very often. And when we put it was in real high demand. So I'm going to show you. If you look right there with the yellow dot, that's what we sold one for tonight. $6.86. Somebody wanted that.
What does it come in?
I was just going to look. Came in 2 sets.
Botanical?
Millennium Falcon redesign, the Millennium Falcon.
Huh.
For what?
It's an odd color for the
I was gonna
Millennium
say it's
Falcon.
got maybe like it's not the UCS, is it?
No.
The original trilogy edition and the blue box.
That was like the play scale.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder if
Guessing it was done inside to be some type of valve.
It's gone.
Probably. The important part is, as Tori said, it's
It's
gone.
gone. It's packed and ready to go.
George said he hadn't got his order yet.
Really? We sent it priority.
Yep.
Yep.
He
It's
doesn't think you actually shipped it.
Well, hey, Gene pulled it, so if it's wrong, it's his fault.
it's
That's what she always blames Gene. Anytime that an order
I
might be
do.
messed
I let
up,
him pull Richard's and yours and anybody else was
And
up on the street.
Drew's and
Yep.
yeah, 3:30 this afternoon. It arrived at the USPS Regional Origin Facility in Greensboro.
Oh,
you
the
kidding
hell
me?
from Greensboro?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's nuts.
It
That
spent 2
Greensboro,
days, spent 2 days in Winston-Salem at the post office there.
that's because Tori forgot.
yeah, they've gotten to where they only pick up one time a day now,
yes, I hate
Ah.
it.
thanks to all the cuts. And I mean, she takes them early.
Thinking about starting to go with the main post office.
You don't make enough on shipping to justify that.
I use UPS.
To go to Patterson, it's only 11 miles. Straight down northwest. Just have to track me and make sure I make it back.
Yeah, go down to the bullet zone.
It's not like
Good
I'm
thing.
desperately in need of those parts, so it can wait a few days. I found some parts I forgot I had, so that helped.
That never happens.
And man, I haven't picked through a bulk table like that in a long time.
It's
It was-
the same.
Look at
George,
that.
I'm gonna let you know, man.
So
you're
you dropped it off on the 13th or the 14th.
you gotta build faster,
You
buddy.
got the order on the 13th. You dropped it off on the 14th. It stayed in Winston until the 16th. Today.
That
I'm
makes
ready
me
to
wonder
put the deck on.
if it got left at the post office and you didn't pick it up. It got left overnight.
I bet so.
I'm gonna quit going then. And we gotta go to, I'll just go to Healy.
So George,
Right, get picked up.
that's actually good to see what that package did. We use the post offices at the mall here because it's got a lot of traffic and usually had a lot of extra pickups that they would do.
Yeah.
But seeing that you're sat in Winston from the 13th to today, and then just today went to Greensboro,
That tells me it's
that
sad.
tells me they didn't pick it up at the mall at all.
That's
Ah.
sad at the mall. It's not supposed to.
Yeah, the postal requirements are that it has to leave that mall every day.
But since they're only doing one pickup, if the guy's full, he leaves whatever's there that he can't carry.
George is behind
And it
bars.
goes out
Y'all
the
help
next night at 6. And news for him, I'm going to Healy. See how many times Healy picks up one.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are like talking a whole bunch of nonsense. When I order, it always gets delivered next day.
The same day sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Well, did Gene tell you what's about to happen?
No, what?
Whenever I go through this order down here from Lego, I've promised Gene I'm going to make an order. This is kind of funny to hear, and even some people out there in the chat might enjoy this. Some people might not. George might think this is kind of cool. I know I do. The next 2 orders that I place with Gene Store will be number 99 and 100.
Really?
Yeah. I told
Awesome.
him when I went to go look and I was trying to mess to see what y'all had in the store that I could make with those strings work. When I added them to the cart, it popped down and was like, you've already placed 98 orders in this store. And I was
Wow.
like, man, now I'm going to have to do 2 just to hit 100.
I was
So
getting
whatever I order for set or for order number 100, it's going to be dumb. I'm going to let you know that.
I was gonna ask if that's 99 orders on Bricklink or just their store, because I was gonna say
Our
those are
store.
rookie-
No,
Those are
that's
rookie
their
numbers.
store.
that's crazy. I've
Say,
placed 2
cool
orders.
looking delivery lady.
Yeah, it's not because of Gene. I promise you that. Matter of fact, when Tori texts me and says I'm on the way, I say, okay. If she says we're on the way, I just tell her I'm not there at work.
Yeah.
Never noticed that, but you're right. That's funny.
All right, so I couldn't do this at the last show. So there you go.
Throw it.
Wow.
Now I just gotta put the deck
That's a
back on.
part of the ship.
Holy cow.
Remember the ship I showed you? The picture of?
Yeah,
That's one part of it.
Nuts. That's huge.
that's 1/5 of it.
1/5. Where are you building this? In your house? The whole house?
My wife graciously let me take over the entire upstairs when we first moved in here.
Wow. You owe her big time.
I owe her for the rest of my life. But I don't know, it's 400 square feet, but I can only build 2 sections on my workbench at a time, and the rest of them are on little fold-up tables off to the side.
That's crazy.
I'm not a smart man.
Is it when you get done with it, is it going to be something that you've only will be able to see together at a convention?
Yes.
So I'm in the same boat. I will not be able to see my full mock until it is together at a convention, because after I get the next 3 sections built, I'm going to have to pull it off the table in order for me to do the forest part.
Yeah, and that's why I usually don't like building big stuff. I think the biggest boat I built before this was only 4 foot long. Biggest plane had like a 3-foot wingspan. But
The biggest
Yeah.
plane I have is the B-17. The B-17 will hands down be my favorite thing that I have.
see, I never bought the original set. I've got the instructions, but I've never put it together. I've seen it in person a couple times. It's cool, but Space Hog. And I built that AC-47 Spooky, so
I want the 130. Yeah,
AC 130
yeah.
or C 130.
AC 130.
she's big.
I have a do you know
Well,
who
the AC 130's got the big boy guns sticking out the side too.
Big guns.
You know who Brick Veteran is, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've got their minifig scale A10.
I've got a parts pack for one.
For one of theirs,
Yeah.
like the printed pieces.
Yep.
You want to sell it?
In a heartbeat. We'll talk.
Are they the printed ones?
Yeah. Hold on.
Because I have the stickers.
Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Let me go to the printed parts drawer.
You have a drawer.
Oh, yeah. Brick designers. Okay. I don't know. It's the A10C 47th Fighter Squadron printed parts pack
Yeah,
with minifig.
yeah. I need that.
Okay, we'll talk. I need money to build ship. Do you wouldn't happen to want two printed parts packs for LAV 25s too, would you?
LAV 25s. By who?
Brick Veteran.
I don't.
Hey,
have-
George. George, keep an eye on our store. We're putting in a bunch more 2x4 bricks this weekend.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I heard you saying, can you use dirty? I'm not dirty, but not sellable 2x4 bricks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's all getting buried
Yeah,
inside.
because I'm saving some to make a shelf for my brickheads, but after that I don't need any more. And I've been keeping all those, the ones you can't sell, because they're just faded or sunned out.
We'll keep in touch.
Yeah, because once I do my little shelf, then I'm done. And anybody, I'll give them to you if you want them. Because otherwise, I give them to the Boys and Girls Club.
I put in a big order with Renee too the other day, so I'm gonna get your order and her order and see where I stand in a couple days, hopefully.
Well, these I wouldn't sell to you because I can't sell them because they're, disgusting.
Yeah, you pay shipping.
They're just,
You pay shipping. You got them.
yeah, it's just, it's just they're stained or sunned or may have a chip, nick in them or scratch or.
I got you.
Because I go through each one and QC them pretty tough when those bulk things come in.
Yeah, we were at the show and I went to pull off a section to show one of the guys in Low Lug. He runs a used, not a brickling store, but like used Lego store, bulk table, stuff like that. And of course, the very first brick sitting on top that he looks at was a knockoff 2x4 that I have no idea where I would have ever gotten a knockoff 2x4 from. But he called me out on it, so I had to hide it.
Sure.
Well, full disclosure, when we ship you all these for free, there'll be some knockoffs in it because we don't sell any of those, so they end up in the trash heap.
They end up going to
Boys and Girls Club. I say trash heap, but
Well, I don't want to rob from the Boys and Girls Club.
Renee
No,
said
they've got plenty.
dude, they get plenty from us every year.
Renee said that your order should be there by Saturday, according to USPS.
Yeah, I'm hoping they both show up about the same time.
I've not ordered anything in a while other than this Lego order, just because I'm trying to see where I stand.
That pisses me off.
I need to place that order with Gene, but I waited to this Lego order to come in.
Well, I'm hoping we can do this plank owner deal so I can get a little extra fundage for more parts, because I've still got to do the superstructure, beef up some more of the interior. The bow I'm looking at split, sitting upstairs since last week. So
I know that everyone was on last week when I was talking to Lando, but I've been talking to Lando back and forth about not doing like a plank ownership, but doing like a just selling a brick that has the something to commemorate the mock sold on it.
Yeah. Would that be like a board owner, brick owner?
Maybe a dirt owner.
Dirt.
You want to plot of dirt in the
Would you like to buy a cemetery plot in Bastogne?
Yeah. Even you could own your own rock of snow. Something will happen though. I'm just waiting to hear back from him.
Well, I'm happy I got this section done tonight.
I got a lot more than I thought I would done on this thing.
Actually, I'm going to step over here and grab the deck.
It's a nice deck you got. If it falls apart, do it on live.
Ah! You jinxed me.
But you didn't record it. Just out of curiosity, with the people in the chat, what do you think about that when like like George, for instance, selling a plank owner, because not a lot of people may know what that means. Would you want to explain to them what that kind of means, George?
Basically, the way Dan's done it in the past is, I think with the Macon Island, you just paid so much money for a custom minifigure and a brick, and it was at certain levels, and then you got to have a message either on a 1x2 tile that went on the ship, a 1x4, a 1x6, or a 1x8, depending on what level you bought at. And basically that money just goes to buying parts to be able to build these big builds. What he did with Samuel B. Roberts, the last build, was like 3 different set or kits. One was like a 20 millimeter deck gun, and a minifigure and a printed brick badge or badge brick. And then
mine will not be that big. All I'm doing is the 1x4 bricks.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do like because like a plank ownership doesn't really make sense in my mock, like we were talking about. You'd kind of be like buying a plot of ground on the ground. And I'm not gonna print on bricks to have a message put in the middle of the forest.
Yeah.
So what I think I'm gonna do is, for whoever buys one, let them pick a minifigure and put it wherever they want to in the mock, as long as it makes sense.
So adopt a minifigure.
Yeah, adopt a minifigure.
Hey, that would work.
So what does somebody at the highest giving level of membership get in the mock?
What do you want?
Oh, I don't know.
I meant to do a membership, a video the other day talking about some of the stuff about that, but that was when, I don't know, me and Gene were talking about it yesterday. I don't know what did what, but for some reason I can no longer upload from my phone onto my computer and edit it through my editing software. Yeah, I don't know. It's something about it going from Apple to Microsoft. It just does not like it.
There is an HEIC converter or interpreter that's available on the Microsoft website. You'll be able to do that.
That got heavy.
Wow.
It's not as big as Caden's 2x4 workbench.
Yeah. Tron and Hoarder both said that they think that's a good idea. Always ready for Star Wars, whether I regret it or not. After Is This the Question? Talking about the new Andor season. And Hoarder said, "Can I adopt Private Pile and stick him in the latrine with his rifle?" Ryan, I am more excited about Tales of the Underworld than I am Andor. Truth be told.
I don't know. I'm pretty excited to get Andor started and over with already. I still haven't seen the trailer for Tales of the Underworld.
Are you when a season comes out, are you if they release it all at once, do you binge watch it all at once, or are you a fan of it being watched weekly?
Well, depends on what series it is. But if they release it all at once, we'll watch as many episodes as we can. And then get upset when we get done. Because then we got to find something else to watch the next week.
I've always been a fan of watching things, and this sounds weird, but watching things weekly, because I think it gives you a chance to like you can come into a place like this, talk about it, and sometimes find things out that you might not have known, or like somebody else bring in another perspective.
Yeah.
I really like Skeleton Crew, and we talked about Skeleton Crew at work a lot as it was like going on.
I got like 3/4 of the way through the first episode and stopped.
Of Skeleton Crew?
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew was really, really good. You need to
Well, I
watch
think I
that.
just need to sit back down and start it all over again. It was kind of slow getting started. And if something doesn't grab my attention pretty quick, I got undiagnosed ADD.
What?
Zero patience.
I am really, really, really liking these sticker decal things. I want you to know that.
So is it like a
You apply it like a sticker, and then you like smush it down with your finger, and then you pull the clear tape off of it.
So it's like a transfer.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I really like that, and I love how it's textured. Just know, Lego, you're not the only one out there. If you could get these decals, Lego's quality with Fun Holes lights, you would have the perfect company. But it is about that time.
Yep, it is.
What you got anything going on this week, Gene?
No.
It's Easter week.
Yeah, it's Easter weekend. Going to the graveyard with Dad on Friday to put flowers on Mom's grave,
Yes, sir.
and then probably Saturday or Sunday we'll get the grandson over here for. No, they're at the mountains. Damn it. Yeah. Well.
Oops, I got to see him today.
Oh well. Maybe we'll go four-wheeling this weekend. Who knows?
What about you, George?
Easter weekend, Jana's birthday on Easter.
Man.
So getting together with the kids. Taking her out to dinner Saturday night and something special. I don't want to give it away since she's downstairs watching. So, at least I hope it's something special.
Yeah, I was messing with Haley earlier, and I was like, "You want to go on a date night?" And because this Saturday, and sorry, I'll let you go ahead. I don't want to ruin your. You go ahead.
I'd say we got granddaughter Friday night. That way the kids can go have a night off. Other than that, waiting on some.
How many children do you have, George?
I got one stepdaughter, and then granddaughter. I mean, that might as well be mine.
Did you just say one step grander?
I might have.
Country ass.
Hey. Welcome to
that's like us, because Gene has 3 and I have 1, but together it's still all family. So
yeah. And
then, so even though he's my step grandson, we're not going that way. He's still my grandson.
Yeah, granddaughter, 2 grandsons. So
oh, that's awesome. This is our first, so we're like
they're a lot of fun.
Excited.
I've known the granddaughter pretty much since she was born, so she might as well. She is family, so love her to death.
They're fun.
Yeah, we can relate to that.
Yep.
And she loves Lego too, so I've spoiled her for life.
Yeah.
You mean robbed her of all her money for life?
Well, she's getting all the gift with purchases right now, and any spare parts that come from anything I build. So I almost went and raided her collection of 2x plates. And I'm like, I can't do that. I can't. So
we started buying Duplo for the grandkid that we didn't even know was on the way.
Yep.
yeah.
And I mean, we started buying Duplo 3 years ago. Yeah. And we've got a closet in the other room that is slapped full of Duplo unopened boxes.
We asked Brittany if she could pop out at 3 years old, but yeah, it didn't happen that way. It would be so much easier.
But anyway, it's that time, guys.
Richard.
Yes, sir.
We hadn't heard what Richard's
What are you doing, Richard?
what I was gonna say was I asked Haley if she wanted to go on a nice date. This weekend is not an option. For those of y'all that know me, this weekend is WrestleMania, so Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Don't shake your head, George. Don't be that.
It's not an option for her to go on date night with you, but she could go with me and Tori.
Well, I asked her if she wanted to go on a date night, and she said yes. And that's when I told her that I bought tickets to go see Revenge of the Sith.
And then she immediately said, "I'm out."
Yeah, she immediately was like, "It's over."
It's not midget WrestleMania, is it?
No, it's
Yeah.
the real one. But that's about it. I'll be building. I'll be posting as soon as I get these strings of video of the first fourth of the mock being done, and or Baston. I got an eighth of the entire mock, and I will be building the rest of the church this weekend, and hopefully I'll have it done by Sunday. But other than that, just another week here in the Lego Funhouse.
Nice.
But everybody out there, thanks for watching. Don't
Be
forget,
sure and smash that like and subscribe.
yeah, hit all the buttons, all of them.
Except the
But
thumbs
thanks for
down.
watching.
Don't hit that one.
Yeah, don't think that one. Come back next week for another wonderful show where we'll show more mocks, and I'll be building the rest of this Chinese set. Peace.
Yeah. Clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop.